Do I have the thing that finally kills Funko Pops? Look at my game room. I got shelves to help, but for the time being, it's just made more of a mess. I also got to figure out what all I'm going to sell. Most of the Mutant Mayhem, I think, is either getting sold or going in a box for my kids later in life. I started out with 2 shelves, that one, and realized that wasn't enough, so bought a 3rd, and there's a 4th in the garage that I haven't installed that'll go there. And then maybe get rid of the Clemson wall and put more there. I'm trying to figure out how to best display my dioramas. They're tight right here, and this table is junk. But, you know, I can't really open up this one like I want, and then I want more space with this guy. Obviously, if I'm really filming, I'll just take one of them down, but I'd love to like have a place for them. Like you can see, I've got that one up there and that one up there. But I mean, I'd have to have a pretty big shelf to fit this guy, especially. They kind of look cool side by side. It kind of gives me like that feeling of like a backlot where there's just a different setup right next to each other. If you've ever been on tour of a movie set or been on a movie set at like a Universal lot or something, you can see I put this diorama back there as like a background for the Usagi pictures I took the other day. But this diorama that Action Figures sold separately built is pretty incredible. I mean, I gotta say it's much better than NECA's TMNT diorama. I mean, I've got the NECA Jim Lawson Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there now, like the whole Mirage series kind of line, and then I picked up this guy recently. You guys may have seen that on my Instagram. He even made the Donatello Does Machines machine. Okay, real quick, guys. I'm interrupting this video to tell you that I got this awesome gift from TMNT Plus. Go find him on Instagram and give him a shout out. He sent me this package full of his new product. We got hats. This is, I don't know what you call this. I call it the Travis hat. If you guys watch Toy Federation, this is the Travis hat. Travis now has one. We've got your normal hats. Alan from Eternity of Dreams, you can now see him rocking one. And then Matt from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pics with his stupid hair now has a beanie for the winter because it is getting cold here and I do not like cold. These are a unique design based on the foot, Ninja Foot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, guys. You know what this is. TMNT Plus, he has sent me other great artwork in the past. He's an amazing artist. He's got these new hats and beanies. Whew, that's getting hot. Go check him out. Tell him I sent you. This is not a paid ad other than he just said we talk about it on the channel, and I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't like it, as you know, because you're watching this video. But, man, I'm not a flat bill ball cap dude, as you can see by how redneck I look right now. If I was being paid for this, I wouldn't have done something so stupid. But these are really cool. Go check them out. TMNT Plus. Yeah, I really got to start filming with this thing and this one. I've got some ideas that I'm still kind of fleshing out and just trying to create more time to do it. Leave a comment and let me know how you would store these carded figures on the shelf. I really like the Universal Monsters boxes and the NECA boxes from The Last Ronin. So I'd love for them to be displayed on the shelf. But the other ones I don't really care about. The Super Mario movie boxes are pretty cool too. I mean, that's just really good branding and design. Like I've got them turned at a 45 and stacked like that. These I've just stacked 4 deep. Kind of the same thing here. Picked up this guy. For those of you that watch, you know that this one pretty much started the channel, and I just recently got the reissue from a couple years back. But this is an original on card, unpunched, that I picked up at Retro Toy Con. Toy Federation's toy convention. They just re-released the 2003 TMNT at Walmart. I'm seeing people pick those up now. I really like this line. This Michelangelo is just super cool. Got all the Batman animated series figures from McFarlane that just came out, including the Bat Cycle. But yeah, it's just a giant mess in here right now, and I'm not at all sure what to do with it. All right, so let's talk about what I got in the mail. And we'll bring this guy just for reference. Okay, so last year, or beginning of this year, I got, someone reached out to me through my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pics. Actually, Youtooz reached out to me and sent me these vinyl figures, which a lot of people don't like Funko Pops. I totally get that. I am beginning to not like them as well. I just get them when they're turtles because, I don't know, man, I like art. And it's art, and it's turtles, and I like turtles, as you know, because I have a whole YouTube channel devoted to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But these might be the Funko Pop killer. Because, hear me out, I know you're already clicking away. That's why I showed you my collection first, to get you in on this. These, unlike the Funko, which is pretty much, this one's kind of different, but it's the same face every time. There's not a lot of design. There's actually a lot of design to these. And this is their new line that they just released. They were able to send me a few copies. This is not paid. They did not pay me. I'm giving you an honest review. I've not opened these yet. I tried to get them to pay me, but Youtooz was not having that. But they said that they would give me 2 if I would talk about it on Instagram and YouTube. And I said, there's more than 2 turtles, so, and you're not paying me. So they sent me 4, and I said, well, you made it in April, and she has a camera, and I do that for a living and like to own figures that have cameras. And they said, okay, we'll send you in April too. So they sent me these. I got them to send me 2 more. So those came, and now it's been 2. So these came 1 week. These came a week later. It's now been 2 more weeks, and I still don't have the April. And it says that it's on its way, but I don't know. Last time I talked to them was September. I got them in December. But here they are. The Youtooz vinyl figure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo. And, you know, the Ghost April that they haven't sent me yet. Have not opened them yet. Am not being paid by them. Yeah. I'll totally get paid by these because here's the thing, and I'll open one up. It's not the same thing every time. The box and like compared to the Funko boxing, which this is like a pretty interesting Funko case in itself because this is like some kind of blacklight edition, Hot Topic exclusive that I picked up from Eternity and Dreams. If you saw it in that video, I bought it off them. Because Casey Jones is a favorite of mine. But this packaging, that's what I was talking about. The pack, ooh. Is that a sticker? Okay, so the boxing, look at that. Look at that. Sleeve with the city, New York scape, the comic black and white on the background. It's got this cool little sleeve. It's got this cool backdrop. Says no guts, no glory on the back. It says, but I'll finish it. Hiya on the top. And then the figure itself, it's got a lot of weight to it. But, I mean, that's an actual figure. Let's get rid of this. And, like, you've seen the box. I mean, he's posed like it's solid. You can't twist the head. It's still got the big head if you don't like the big head part of it. But it's a good little statue. Like, it's, you know, this is a Iron Studios Leonardo that I was gifted by Pixel Dan. It's kind of got the same style, just a lot more detail. And a lot of you guys don't like these either. I would also put these in like the Funko Pop realm, even though they're probably a little more expensive. But this is like pretty much the alternative to Funko Pops. And it's a better one, I think. You'll let me know in the comments what you think. But as far as like, we gotta open up Leonardo, because that's the best Ninja Turtle, let's be honest. Look, they sent me this case. That's nice. Again, the sleeve is a nice touch. The older ones, if you go back and watch my Instagram reel, they have a really cool sleeve. They have really great packaging, and I really appreciate that. And it's all very unique to each license. So like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sleeve and packaging is gonna look way different than like if they do a Breaking Bad figure. And I really appreciate that because I feel like all the vinyl boxes look the same except for, you know, this part. Again, I mean, this is a direct, like, you know, competition with Funko Pops because the box is pretty much the same. But yeah, so again, like they could have just done the same pose for each turtle, but they didn't. You know, like that's a completely different pose. They're putting effort into this, and you may not like it because it just is what it is. It doesn't bend or anything. But if you're just collecting to put it on your shelf, and I hope most of you are, and you're not like sitting in your bonus room fighting your turtles, then these are cool. And they're like this one is the comic edition. So they have all the red bandanas. I had a friend of mine text me about the Loyal Subjects comic editions, and he opened up the Leonardo in like a Walmart and sent me a picture, and he's like, they messed up. They made Leonardo red, and I was like, no, they didn't mess up. But yeah, so here let's compare it to. Jeez, this is the cases that Eternity of Dreams provides. It's a little hard to get into. Let's open up this Funko. That's interesting. See, same body style. Massive head. They don't have their head's a little more proportional. Funko Pops body style never changes. This one actually doesn't spin, or maybe yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Spinny, bobbly head Funko Pop that we all know. Pretty much the same stance on every single one. These are a little bit taller. Maybe not Leo because he's in a different pose again. But I don't know, man. Like, these are cool. The packaging. Let's see if the packaging for. Yeah, this is a Youtooz thing. Yeah. The same size. Take up the same amount of shelf space if you leave it in the box. I just think that's so cool on the side. You got that. The top. Youtooz is killing it with the design. Like, their graphic design team, on point, Youtooz. I think these are great. I might have purchased these on my own. See, and I love that they do. So whenever I pose Leo, most people pose him like holding the swords normally, which this is cool because the swords come out of this guy. So that's a nice touch. But most people, and you kind of have, although I could probably do it, most people pose them like this. I like for one of the swords to be different. And if you watch when I pose Leo, I always pose him a little different because I just like that look better. And clearly, so does Youtooz. So those are here. You want all of them out? Oh, look, the cool, like, you know how he holds it. You know how he holds it. Get this out of here. One more. See, Donatello just kind of, I mean, there's only so much you can do with a bow staff. I get, but, you know, the normal pose. They did Raph holding it the cool way. I mean, Funko Pop's not doing that. That's not what's happening up in Everett, Washington. This guy, uh-oh. So you guys got to work on your Don. I'm doing a little quality control for you. He's a little wobbly. Stands. You need to work on your balance with Don. He's not flat-footed. He's a little better there, just to test that it's not the table. That's not good. That's better. But buyer beware. Your Don's gonna be a little wobbly. So here is my final thoughts. Funko Pops is not dead. They're still filling a void in some collectors' minds who collect Funko Pops. But Youtooz is making a better vinyl figure as of today. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. I hope this didn't upset you too much and that the tour of my crazy game room made up for it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the bell, tell the milkman, tell the mailman, and tell your landlord that you should be watching my channel because I've got more behind the scenes footage from Eternity of Dreams, Toy Federation, might be shooting some stuff with Pixel Dan coming up. But yeah, stay tuned.